Hey, besties.
Hey.
Welcome to the Let Me Call My Bestie podcast with your hosts, Tasha Tuck.
And Valerie Craig. How was your week?
It was great. How was yours?
It was good.
It's always good. What happened?
Nothing. Just styling and profile.
Living life.
Living life and taking charge, big boy. What? How was your week?
Is that your new laugh?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
I'm changing my laugh, y'all. So just bear with me.
Yeah, we'll rate it from like a 1 to 3. Because I think you had 3. You narrowed it down to 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she has 3 laughs you will probably hear.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Because the wheezing got to go. Sound like I'm fighting for my life.
That's how I laugh, though. That's number 1, y'all. So you were saying how good your week was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was done.
Mine was okay, as always. It had a lot going on, but what made me call my bestie this week was to laugh at how she was acting at the housewarming party. How she was acting like Stella was getting her groove back with her husband right there in front of her, and just just going through the details of that, and appreciative of everyone that came by, but especially you for livening up the party, getting us started.
I try to have a good time.
You always do.
And cut a rug.
You always do. But I wish I could dance.
I mean, and I can't even dance for real, but I mean, I'm gonna do a little something or whatever.
I can't even do
every
that.
single time.
You know I can't.
And Shedrick just let me be me. I love it. It's beautiful.
Love it. I love it for y'all, for sure.
Thank you so much. Because I mean, everybody's husband don't.
I know that for a fact.
You know why I wanted to call you?
Why?
I went on a potential friend date.
Really?
I did.
How was it?
It was good. It went really well.
Good.
She made reservations.
So she's trying to take my spot.
She don't even know you like that. You don't know, baby D. No, she don't know that you make the reservations.
Well, I'm glad that there's someone else to kind of lift that load.
No, I still expect you to.
There's a load to be carried. That's good.
Yeah.
So, okay, how were the expectations? Did you go over expectations, or was it just kind of chill and laid back?
It was chilling laid back. The conversation was good. It flowed. And I think that is definitely a step to me putting myself out there because, I kind of took a break.
You did.
From it all. So, yeah, I think it's...
Yeah, with good reason, though.
For sure.
Well, that's good. Well,
Thank you,
welcome
friend.
to the crew. Anybody that loves Valerie, I will tolerate you.
Tolerate's a good word.
Yeah, I mean, I think, we do. I've grown to know that it's okay to keep your friendship separate.
I had to learn that too, friend.
Yeah, and then you kind of come together when it's time. But I think there's a lot of vultures out there. There's a lot of people that want to be seen. And honestly, I don't want to bring anyone in that's going to cause you harm. But we don't know that unless we actually go through the application process and get to know them first. So I think it's important that, that you're putting yourself out there and that you are establishing new friendships, because I can't give you everything that you need.
You do an amazing job, Tasha, and the load is just so heavy. And because I know that I'm a lot, friend. And I think it's good.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
Thank you. But nobody's my Tasha. Nobody's my Tasha Washa.
My bow Weezy.
Yay. So, I mean, we're going to hop right into it or what?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so the reason why I took a break from even wanting to meet new people is because I went through a very long and drawn out friendship breakup.
You did.
And it was very heartbreaking for me.
It was. It was hard for me to watch. But I mean, I lost a friend too.
You did.
Yeah. But I think you were the nurturer in the threesome, in the group. So to watch you have to make the decision to finally kind of cut the cord. I was expecting it. I was prepared for it, but I know what it meant for you because you were the decision maker to draw that line. Let's not even get into loyalty, but yeah. Give us a little bit of the details.
Ooh.
Of how you thought I was going to tell you to tell a story. I was not. I meant like the details of what it meant to lose a friendship. It was what, 5 or 6 years?
A friendship?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 or 6 years. So I definitely, well, let me just give you the details. So an incident occurred. How can I say it without saying it? I mean, like, 'cause I don't want to say it,
right.
obviously. But like an incident occurred.
You were not given the opportunity to really explain yourself and your part in it. I don't think you were, at any point, it was like judge and jury was already done. Like the people involved kind of washed their hands of the situation. It didn't make any sense, but you really didn't do anything wrong. So putting that out there.
So I did something. Well, I would say that.
But you didn't, but you did. Okay.
Yeah.
You did.
I almost misspoke. I almost misspoke, but it was enough to know what I was about to say. And I caught myself. I instantly apologized like multiple times. That was to the third party. So the friend that I had at the time
proceeded to
play both sides of the fence. Yes. I feel as though she played both sides.
She did.
And so it was a lot of going back and forth because the third party no longer dealt with me. And I felt like the loyalty should have been to me. Although, of course, you're grown. You do what you want to do. However, this is what I feel.
Yeah.
And then their one-on-one situation started after me and the third party.
Completely.
Yeah. And so that raised a red flag for me.
For sure.
And I just felt like I could still do this, and I was, still giving the benefit of the doubt, and I can, we can still be friends, even though I feel like I'm not being seen or being heard. It was just like this whole long, drawn out thing. We stopped talking as much as we used to, and then it was just like randomly sending, memes and stuff on Instagram, and so it started to get kind of weird for me.
Saw this and thought of you.
Stuff like that. Saw this and thought of you, like just not like how it was prior to.
So you tried to keep the connection for about a year after the incident. And things still kind of like faded a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I think that we both were kind of just doing like this kind of like, let me see, let me test the waters. That's how I feel.
And after all those years, honestly, I feel like you shouldn't have had to do, neither one of you should have had to do that.
Right. And so then after that, it went to like, they reached out and was like, hey, Happy New Year. So I'm like, okay, Happy New Year. And then no communication until May, like my anniversary.
Yeah.
And then on my anniversary, it was just like, hey, happy anniversary. And I'm like basically this is me explaining how like it was drawn out. And I feel like one of us, either party, should have deaded it because we both was just holding on to something, or whatever the case may be. But I felt like we both held on to it way longer than we should have. And then after May, then it would be like, boom, we wouldn't communicate until my birthday, August. And then we wouldn't communicate again till their birthday, October.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, okay, after this, I'm not dealing with it anymore. But I experienced heartbreak on girl, listen.
It was hard to watch.
It was devastating.
Yeah. Because I had to kind of walk through it every time, something happened, whether it was a text message or a thought or a reminder or an Insta story with you. But it was already dead in my head.
For sure. Like, yeah. But you're good with that,
Because it shouldn't have happened. And the loyalty being lost should have never happened. And when I question your loyalty, like I have too much going on to worry about you being a snake in the grass. And honestly, I didn't think it should have even been a decision or a hard decision to make on which side you were going to be on. So when you pick your side, it's like, okay, I can't hold your hand through this. So yeah, once I saw that the decision had been made to go on the other side, I felt for you. I felt like you weren't being treated fairly. And at the same time, like, girl, just end it. You were like, no.
Yeah. So I definitely, I held on to it. I did. I feel like we maybe both mentally or whatever, not verbally to each other, but made the decision that like, okay, after this year, we're not going to communicate. Like, I'm not going to reach out to her. Like, I both felt like we were just like, we're not going to reach out to each other because I haven't heard from her. She hasn't heard from me in like over a year now.
Yeah.
But I think like the whole split just went on longer than it should. And so something else I want to elaborate, someone may be going through this, right? So like for me, it felt like, okay, I'm healing from this thing and, you know, I have this bandage on, but then the meme will come on Instagram just randomly out the blue. And then so I'm like peeling the Band-Aid back and kind of picking at it. And then I'll try to, you know, put it back and then bam, like, hey, you know, happy anniversary, you know, whatever. So then it's like, dang, I'm pulling that scab back again. And just not giving it a chance to heal. Yeah. So when I did all conversations, and thank God that she felt the same way. I guess it was just like New Year. I ain't messing with this girl. She ain't messing with me, whatever. Yeah. And so I actually was able to take all of last year, 22 or 23? 22.
I don't think 22 was like the confirmation year.
Yeah, 22 was the confirmation. So I was able to take all of 23 to actually heal without the reminder, without the random check-ins, without the Instagram DMs and like all of that.
Right. When we first met, we were both in a season of, again, you weren't lonely, but a friendship season. I was in a lonely season because, again, I didn't have anyone. I moved to a new city, and so I was participating in church activities and things like that, but nothing was just really sticking or no one was really connecting with me. And then I was pregnant too. So when we met, it was like the right time. I felt like relief. I felt like it was no pressure. And since then, because I know what a friendship is supposed to be like, that's why it's easy to put yourself out there and schedule potential friendship meetups and things like that. I'm able to go to work and find, you know, another friend at work and, you know, and not be in competition with them and understand that things are okay. I'm able to just be. Yeah. So honestly, and unfortunately for anyone, if we are in a situation where we're getting to know each other and I don't feel comfortable and I feel like something's off, I'm probably going to dead it immediately.
For sure.
Because I don't have the time I have to give to my family.
Yeah. That's definitely a lesson that I learned. Like, I cannot ignore the red flags when it comes to anything. Yeah. Business, marriage, motherhood, friendship. Like, a red flag is a red flag.
You have to call it. It hurts.
For sure.
It's disappointing.
I mean, and again, just to be clear, the 101s didn't start until after third party had a issue with me. Right. And I think that was really like one of my main issues, because how are you connecting all of a sudden with somebody who don't F with me?
That's why I said it was always there.
So now I got a question. I have to question you.
Yes. That's what I kept telling you to do. I kept saying,
she wouldn't do me like that.
I think she's been plotting this. I don't know. Plotting on the downfall, clearly.
Tasha Cutthroat. Yeah, I thought I was she's the realist. There you go. You being real. You being real. Yeah. You are being real.
But I was treading very lightly because I know that was our friend. But even when I kind of stepped back because I started getting really busy, that was still, you know, your girl. So yeah, but I saw a few flags.
And here's the thing.
I'm not gonna say I told you so, because I didn't say it. I just
I don't think that I've been hurt like this on that level in a very long time. Yeah, like.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm thinking of high school, because mine was like a high school breakup.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, because I thought everything was smooth sailing.
I thought everything was smooth sailing. I do feel betrayed, like I was betrayed.
Yes, they definitely presented themselves one way and quickly switched up when given the opportunity. And I saw it, but now I know. So it's kind of like
as she looks at the camera,
there's no going back to that, because again, I thought me once.
I got fooled a few times. I learned that, one, I hold on to things longer than I should. Yeah. Two, cut it at the, like, how they say, at the knees. Yeah. When I know personally something is over, like, just let it be over and don't, like.
Yeah, you were looking for closure. That's what that was your word. And I don't even need, I don't need closure from, if you fire me from a job, I don't need to know what could I have done? Yeah. Bye. I got on to the next one. I got to keep moving. I didn't see my parents really hang on to friendships. They both had friends from elementary school that they're still friends with. So they have great friendship dynamics. Accountability and stuff is there. So I know about that, but dealing with that thing head on.
Yeah.
Because in your head, if you would have heard the story from someone else, you probably would have been like, girl,
are you freaking kidding me right now? Like, that's not your friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I couldn't see that at the time. And then also, like, the whole year of 2023, like, healing, I went through that silently. I feel like before, it was very much like, I would call, like you said,
People knew.
Yeah, like, I would call you and I would be like you said, if I was triggered by something or I thought about something or whatever, like, I would pick up the phone and, you know, call you or Veronica. And 2023, I was just like, no, I'm not going to do it. Like, I'm going to deal with this. And so, I don't want to say the whole 2023. I would say part of 2022 going into, like, majority of 2023.
Yeah.
That I was just, like, really able to heal. And I've shared this, you know, my sister would be like, girl, F them, like, move on, like, whoever it is, especially growing up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But nobody can really tell you how long to heal, like how long your healing is going to take. And I did kind of feel like rushed.
Yeah.
And I know it was like out of love with like.
Because I was over it.
Yeah, for sure. Like, girl, why we still talking about this?
Why?
Because I'm still hurt.
Yes. And it happened. It was more, it really concerned you.
Mm-hmm. I grieved.
Yeah.
And so I had to go through all of the stages.
Yeah.
I don't know what the stages are, but I feel like I went through denial. I went through the hurt. What is
hopefulness. You were really hopeful.
Yes. Let me see.
I'm like,
I think it's like 7 stages of denial.
She Google.
Yeah, for sure. Because I know it's going to pop right up. Because Google's my friend. Okay, let's see. Oh, bargaining? Is that one of them? Can't be. 7 stages of grief.
I think because it was kind of like you were like, she reached out to you, so let me reach out to her. It was kind of like this.
Shock and denial. Definitely went through that. Pain and guilt. I went through pain. Do I feel guilty? Did I feel guilty? I'm not sure if I felt guilty. Anger and bargaining. Yeah. Depression, reflection, and loneliness. Went through those, definitely. And then acceptance.
And here we are.
That part. So as Tasha mentioned, Tasha is really good at like compartmentalizing her friends. I have my bestie. I have my college friends. I have my work friends. And if it's a special occasion for me, then we all get together, but there's no exchanging phone numbers. There's no, like...
We're there for you.
Exactly.
Meet on your own time. I've always said that. If you're such a people person, you should be able to meet people at the bar. Walmart. I've got a friend at Walmart that literally checks my receipt. If you're that good of a person and people are just that drawn to you, then you don't need to come over here and infiltrate my group of people or these relationships that I've nurtured and I've had to cry about, put energy into, pay for it. Don't do it. Don't think that just because you're coming into the friend group that you can just take.
My face ain't changed since you started.
Girl, because and this is a test to anyone that's listening or watching. It's like, think about it. If you're going to a housewarming, to see my house, it's great that there's business connections and that it's not a networking opportunity for you. So I do feel a certain type of way. And call it whatever. Maybe I haven't healed from a past hurt, whatever. I know that things are working this way. So I keep it kind of separate. I even think about, should I invite that person? Because the last time I invited them, they were over here talking to so-and-so about hair and business opportunities and stuff like that. So it wasn't about me. So I do think you have to be very careful when it comes to like mixing different groups of people. That's why I said, whoever you bring into your life, I hope they're great for you. We do have a common interest of loving you and wanting to support you, but that's your friend. And if you start putting us together, now we're going on trips together. Now we're always seeing each other every weekend. Then it might grow into something. I would never purposely hang out with that other person that you're bringing in without you.
Right. I'm just reflecting over our relationship, over our friendship over the decade. And the girl that I had to break up with, she never did you like that. So do you feel like she never went and said, oh, this is Tasha work friend. Let me go and get her number and connect with her one-on-one.
She has done that.
Really? Yes. To who? I'm not going to put it in there.
Yes.
Who? My thing is, it was never like, these are my friends from high school that I'm introducing you to. And then she's like, oh, let me try to connect with them one-on-one.
I think she would, but no. Okay, maybe she didn't. I don't know.
I feel like some kind of way you set that boundary without setting that boundary.
Oh, I said it.
Like, so really what I'm trying to figure out is like, how do you set that tone or that expectation that like, you don't hang with this person without me?
And let me not, because I don't own anybody.
That's it. You don't own anybody. And I don't own anybody. But
they're going to do what they want to do.
People are going to do what they want to do, obviously, you know. But you have never had to tell me this. We don't do that. I just know.
Yeah.
That like, I'm not about to try to connect with your people.
Yeah.
Your people.
Yeah.
Without you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just understood. So.
And if I do have something, you introduce me to someone, you're going to be there. Maybe we didn't hit it off. You're going to be there. It can get sticky.
Very sticky.
But I peep stuff. So
I do too, but I think I'm like, well, I feel like I'm exempt. And girl, that was like a lesson right there. Like, I'm not exempt. Call a spade a spade. So just because it's not happening to me directly in that moment does not mean that this person won't do that to me.
Ooh. Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Because if it happens, you're going to probably get X'd. I'm probably going to be dying.
I mean, because you know, you have the mistress that says like, oh, he's not going to cheat on me. I think that's how I felt. Like, oh, I see that she kind of sort of did this, but she won't do that to me.
Right. She did.
I mean.
That's number 2. That's the second laugh, y'all.
But at the same time, I'm not a hater, because I have linked people in the room, like associate that needed a person to do graphic design or whatever. And I know somebody who do graphic design. Y'all can set this up. Like, this is cool. I don't have to be there for anything like that.
Oh, of course. See, that's networking, and that's a business transaction.
But if I see y'all at the bar again next week without me, then I'm going to
feel some type of way.
Yeah. I think nobody wants to feel left out, and I think people don't want to say that.
Right. Oh, say it. I'll say it all day. Don't do that without me. Without an invite, maybe I can't make it. Y'all still go. Like, I'm not trying to say y'all can't go out because I can't be there. I'm saying don't do no sneaky stuff to where I have to put 2 and 2 together and figure out. And now y'all are a unit without me, and I created y'all. I'm
definitely going to compartmentalize my friends.
Yes.
Moving forward.
You can still bring everybody together. I think that we just need to know. I'm always gonna be there for you. I'm not there to meet your new friend and then we should all hang out. Like, that irks me. I don't know, but that's mine.
And that's mine. You've had a friend, I think, where you went to their space and all the girls were like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and she shut that mess down.
I need to be like her. What was her verbiage?
Girls, okay. Like, it was real proper.
Like, in the moment, though.
Yes, and like ran up on us. I was like, oh, no. Because she knew those people. And I don't think she hangs with all of them anymore like that either. But it was a Galentine's event. And, I think I was the only one married at that time. And then another girl that was married too. But yeah, they were asking about the marriage stuff. And then I was literally just sitting by myself. Had like a little plate. And like they were asking stuff, and I was like giving my suggestions. And I came back here. And they were asking for Instagram handles and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm not really here for that. My verbiage to them was, when we get together again, different time, different place, whatever, because she's trying to host. Yeah. And then the next day she called, she's like, yeah, I told a few of them to kind of back up off of you. And maybe she was saving me. Maybe, had I been delusional, thinking it's all about me and I'm so grand, I'd have been like, oh, these people love me, and it was a great event. Yeah. But not definitely. I'm learning to be more intentional. When I go to a party or an event, where is the host? And let me focus on the host, and then I can go home to my kids.
That's
but
it.
I'm not,
Why is it so hard?
We'll meet and maybe you introduce me to somebody like, this is a great person. But no, I'm not coming to be a vulture and take from you. And no. I'm going to have a good time anyway.
You're going to have a good time. And here's the thing. I think another reason why I was so hurt is because I don't let people in. Let me be clear. I feel like I've always been open to meeting people. I've been open to come over, let's hang. But I feel like there's always like kind of a wall there. But when I bring you in and I let you into my space and into my heart, I love so hard.
Yeah. Shame on you.
Not during my...
Sorry.
That's better.
Sorry.
I love hard, guys, okay? And really so hard. When I give that out, I pour so much of me. It was a
genuine friendship. because, and you did open that gate, because it could have just stayed, because the guys connected first. So it could have just stayed like it is with some of Mark's friends. Like Mark talks to them, but I don't talk to their wives. We don't really hang out. And so it could have stayed that. So yeah, you did let her in, and then it infiltrated our relationship, because it went from a twosome to a threesome.
But that was good. That was communicated too.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, you think we should, or how you feel about inviting so and so? What do you think? And this is like in the beginning. So just also making sure that it was good between us too, you know. At first it was like, I'm like, okay, well, I won't say nothing. And then after a while of her like coming around more and stuff, and then we would make plans to do things, and then I would be like, well, what do you think about? And then you would be like, you know what? Yeah, like she seemed like she might be all right. And I don't regret it, because it's definitely a learning experience. I learned more about myself.
Oh, and fun times were had, for sure.
Oh, fun times were definitely had. And I won't take that away from her, our dynamic, our threesome, whatever you want to call it. Like, never that. I hate that the betrayal happened. I do feel like a conversation without the emotions would have been very much effective. I'm sorry. And but it just didn't
work out that way.
It didn't work out that way. So keep it moving. Oh, what is it? Growth. Keep it moving. And now I know how to operate with the next one. Yeah. And I know how to. Oh, for sure. I definitely feel like I'm healed from this, because it would be a time where like I wouldn't even really be able to talk about it without tearing up. I wouldn't be able to like. You're doing good. Thank you, friend. Because I'm healed. Like I'm okay. Like I can talk about it. You know. Yeah. Like it is what it is.
Right. I'm so happy for you.
Thanь you. And I needed it.
Yeah, I would have hated it to be the other way, where you were like, let me see this. I'm like, girl, I'd had to manhandle you at that point, girl. Get it together. But I definitely think shifting dynamics of friendships in 2024, I'm welcoming the opportunity to get to know people. I think that, again, we have to be at the same level, though. Again, I can't deal with the drama or you not having because my stuff's not together. So we're not going to work out right now if you're unorganized too, or just all over the place, or your life is chaotic, because mine is. So, I'm understanding that there's a role, like mental health is something that I have to consider. Not even you being crazy, but just your mental capacity to deal with a friend. And what that means. And I don't text people back immediately. I tell myself that I did, but I don't. So I don't have time for you to be thinking that it's something, or sending me
you're not good at that.
Sending me a paragraph about how I did you wrong and how you thought. I don't care. So you have to there's a lot that goes into friendships. But it's a relationship.
Yeah.
It's just, it is what it is. And you have to love people. We're at a place, though, to where I can love you. You don't have many, but like in your faults. And I hope that you can love me in mine, and know that it's not intentional. I'm not trying to, be deliberate. And I have to want to love you. Like, that takes time and effort. So, sending me 2 DMs is not building a relationship. If I said, hey, what's your number? Let's, hang out, or do you have the availability to do XYZ? That's building. And that might we might not be friends for like 3 or 4 years after that. Everyone's not going to be called a friend in 2024.
At all. I think we've both been very like, we just not about to call everybody our friend.
No, this is a girl that I know that does hair. This is a girl that I know that loves to eat out on Sundays. This is my Friday eating buddy, or something like that.
Yeah. No, I get it.
It's going to take time.
You explained it so well about how it's like everything that you want in life is like a process. Yeah. Do you remember that? Do you remember your analogy?
That would be, I would need to be organized to remember that.
No. Oh gosh. So Tasha basically explained it to me as like, everything you want in life is a process, right? If you want to go get a car, you have to fill out an application. You got to go test drive the car. You may see that it's one that you like, and you're like, you know what? I really don't like the way this operates, or whatever. When you're building a house, when you're having a baby, most things in life is like a process. You have, even with enrolling your girls in school, that's a whole process. And so to think that you would just meet somebody one time and like, that's my friend is kind of crazy. Like, what's the process? Like, what did we do to get to this friend part? Right. And let's not forget the in-between, the journey. Like, we got a journey.
And you want to have the journey. You want to have the stories. You want to it's more than just brunch. I don't know. And I'm not saying we have to sit on the couch and you braid my daughter's hair and that's when we're friends. I'm talking about talking. Like we are communicating during the week. We went from 1 day to 3 days to 7 days a week communicating. You know when I'm upset, you know when I'm sad. You can look at me and tell when, you know, I had a bad day. That is a relationship. The same, it's almost really close to what I want from my husband besides the extra stuff.
For sure. No,
like,
yeah.
How do you not know that, Valerie? And stuff like that. And again, favorite colors change. Your hairstyle's going to change. But it's just those little things.
For sure.
And you're really good with the details as
Thank
well
you.
and keeping track of all of that.
I don't know your favorite color, though, so it's weird.
I don't think I've ever told. I don't have one.
Not pink?
No. Although I do know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Purple?
No.
You don't have a favorite color?
I do not.
But that makes sense why I don't know it.
But I also don't have like a signature style either. That's
no,
why
you
I
don't.
can shift
You
my
all over the
wig.
place.
Yes. You will not see purple on my nails. That's it. But I'll try every other color. It's like I know what I like and what I don't like. But I don't have time to kind of get everything down to one tailored look. Yeah. So that's why I'm always all over the place.
Okay. No.
But you definitely have a signature.
I try to do what I do.
You do what you do, and you do it well.
Thank you, friend. I appreciate that.
Doing it well.
Oh, you was on it. I didn't ever get it. Look at you.
Always though, but I'll let you have it because you like to take over the singing.
Anyways, so I definitely think that, like, you know, there is a process and
an application process. Write it out.
Something else too. I don't think that I have the capacity for a core friend. Any more core friends?
I say the same. You know mine. I think I know yours. Yeah.
ain't too many to choose from, friend. You only got to listen, bestie.
We know them because they show up. They're there. You know, we talk about them, not their business. We talk about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the, yeah. And I don't have I can't do another bestie.
And you know what? I think that that's like a bestie thing that's unique to us because I feel like other besties tell their other friends' business to their besties. We're very good at not doing that.
No.
Because I would be looking at them girls crazy. I would have been at the housewarming like this. Oh, her man. Oh, okay. So they just got into it because I know they. And so I'm not able. I'm just able to just be me. And
be you and be comfortable and free. Yeah.
I don't have to worry about. Did she say something crazy to my friend the other day?
She didn't. She wouldn't be here.
that part.
No, I'm just kidding.
That part. Y'all let us know. Like, do y'all share y'all's outside friend business with your bestie?
Yeah, when we get on the phone, it's a lot about us and the kids and our families and our situations and what we're trying to do. Now, there's a kiki to be had. It's gonna.
Oh yeah, we're gonna kiki for sure. But I feel like I know, like, we'll know like big stuff. Yeah. So like, you know, you might be like, oh, we're gonna go celebrate such and such because she just got a promotion or something like stuff like that. Like, oh, okay, good for her. So let's say congratulations, whatever. Yeah. But just like the ins and outs of like relationship troubles or whatever, like no,
we did good with that.
Yeah, I don't have time for the drama. I have too much to keep up with.
Yeah, we really, and that's growth. We really have not been on like we don't have time for the gossiping stuff, and you know, but I do think I was thinking that earlier. Like, I don't have the capacity for another core person because I'm so tailored to those people that made it thus far. This is a strong group of people that we're allowing in to talk to daily and weekly and stuff like that, and wanting to invite them around other people and feeling secure with that and making sure that, you know, they are comfortable. So yeah, because again, you could bring somebody in that's rude to me or doesn't respect my position, and then we've got problems.
And I would never bring you around that person again, because 9 times out of 10 they're gonna get cut off anyway. But because why you being rude?
It's like, is this person going to speak when they enter the room? Yeah,
I have checked people behind you, several.
You have.
I don't know about people.
You're bringing people in.
They're trying you, and I have to be like.
And maybe not. Maybe I'm just extra sensitive.
No, baby, because one girl
friend requested
Mark and didn't request. Like, what the heck are you doing?
Yeah, you did. You checked that.
She was on her way to her new job. She had just started the job that Monday. And you text me at like 6:30. No, you screenshot at 6:30 in the morning. And I was like, what the?
Yeah.
F? And so I text her on the way. I didn't care about her being on the way to her new job. It was a loaded text too.
Yeah.
Like, are you freaking kidding
and that's
me right
what
now?
I don't have time for anymore. So that's why before I even bring a new person in, maybe to the core, maybe like this person's really, no, I don't have time for that. So you're going to stay on the perimeter. You'll see them in passing and things like that. But this has been so, this is my unit. Like y'all get me through it. And I don't even call the core. I call you every day. I don't worry them with the ish. So they know stuff, but they don't know everything. So that's why I was like, well, who am I? I can be on a 3-way or texting all these different people my problems. That's why it's like, it's just thank God I have a bestie.
Yeah. And I have one too.
Yeah. And we talked about this before we end. I don't think there's anything at this point that could make us not be besties or friends. Like, I'd have to slap your mom 14 times. It would be
something crazy.
It would be something just crazy because we've established.
You're not slapping Dorinda though. Let me just
at all. I wouldn't even. Girl wouldn't even be a thought. My hand wouldn't even get up because she'd already slapped it down. Never. Girl, never. Not Miss Dorinda. Your mom proved right out of the gate. It was a Christmas, and she wanted to include my girls, like the Christmas gift exchange or whatever. Yeah. And I don't know whether she thought we were all coming, whatever the case may be, but she made sure my girls were taken care of. So I knew at that point that's my second mom. But when it comes to like, you don't want my man, I don't want yours. Sure. I love Shedrick like a brother. We're on the same team with that, and we want the best for y'all. So it's like there's no insecurities or just there's nothing there.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's a blessing.
And it's over a decade of friendship. Yes. So I feel like, and not saying like, because I know people fall out like after a decade or 20 years, whatever. But I just really feel like
we're working to keep each other.
We're working, and we would definitely like communication. I feel like communication, like I said in another episode, it just rules the nation. Like a lot can be settled with a conversation. Yeah. People don't want to have conversations anymore. They just want to cut that girl off and keep it moving. Yeah. I will fight for you, friend.
I will fight for you. But that's the thing, we don't have to fight. So
yeah. That is true.
That's a blessing.
She's not bringing nobody in. So as y'all can see, she keeps saying, if I bring somebody.
But Val will definitely bring someone in.
I would be slower now. Though. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. You'd have
like, like if I'm hosting something or whatever, the person may be in like that. But as far as like, oh, do you think we should invite? It's going to be a while before they get to that. Like,
as it should. It should take a few years.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. No, hang out one-on-one, go to their events, meet their family, get to know them. And then, once you've established that they're not crazy and they're loyal, then bring them on in.
Everybody's definition of loyal is different, though.
And success, that too. Do you think if I stop talking to someone, that you should stop talking to them?
Yeah. Why would I not? But
I guess it does depend on the circumstance.
In what situation would I still talk to the person?
Birthday parties. So I guess the circumstance as to why I'm not talking to them matters?
No, I'm saying if you're no longer talking to the person, what connection would I have to them? Because I don't. That would be your person. What if we were all
friends? So they're in the core. Okay. And again, maybe you're going to be the middleman to try to get everything together. But what if I decided I'm not going to talk to this person anymore? If they're coming, I'm not coming. I wouldn't do that. I would still show up.
I'm very much a who I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
Because I'm not subjecting myself to all types of energy. And again, out of respect for you, because we have people that I'm not going to invite to my house when I invite you there. I'm just not going to put you in that situation. Why would I subject you to that? I've done it.
No, I'm saying you can't. I didn't say it, but you can. I don't want you to feel like you can't.
I think it's a respect thing, though. And it's not like that you've ever said anything like you just said, like, I would still come and you would still be Tasha in all of your glory. But I just don't, I wouldn't put you in that situation. So
I appreciate that. At the end of the day, friendships can be hard. You do have to put in work for them. We know that. I do think you have to give people time. And you should do more than just dinners and the movies. You should really try to get to know them on a personal level to figure out if this is really your person. But we've got, I think we should just stop throwing out the word friend so much. Ooh. This is someone I'm getting to know. This is an acquaintance. This is someone that, again, does great hair that I know. And then go from there. Girl, this is my friend. She showed up for me. That's how it starts to build, when you start showing yourself as a friend. Yeah.
So one last question. Do you feel like a conversation should always be had, or is it okay to ghost when the friendship is over?
Yeah.
I gave you two options. This girl said, yeah. Just you one-on-one. Do you feel like a conversation needs to be had with this person to be like, I'm no longer doing this with you, or are you just going to ghost? Is it okay to ghost your friend?
Friend?
It would no longer be a friend.
I think the conversation would have been had before I ghosted. Like, I would call and be like, girl, so why did you do, or how do you feel about that situation, or when are you going to do this? So the conversation would have already been had, and then I would just fall back. I'm really big on ghosting. And that's to save both of us from having to go to jail.
That part.
In the situation. So,
yeah.
We don't have to yell on the phone. We don't have to screenshot anything. We don't have to bring a third party in. For me, it's always going to be, why did that happen? And, I'm really big on, you try to correct me every time, but I don't think accidents have to happen. They don't. Accidents do not have to happen. And so if things are happening, I'm going to always go back to why.
Yeah, I think that the conversation would have already been had of like, this is how this is how this makes me feel, or I didn't appreciate when you did, or whatever my direct verbiage is. And then from that information that I provide to you, if it happens again, then I'm gonna just like slowly fade to black.
Yeah, I love that.
Or maybe just cut it off, because listen, I ain't that slowly fading to black. Shit.
And it's murky. That's a murky area, because when they text you, you're gonna be like, "Oh, do I text or do I said I'm not doing?"
So you have to really mentally be like, "Nope, I'm done with this person, because I've already told them." Because if not, like you say, when they text you, then it's like, we're still in this gray area. So let me get back to white. And it's like, no, you're just in black.
Yep. Block.
I ain't blocking nobody. You're gonna see all of this. Every single thing. So you're gonna have to mute me, unfollow me, or whatever. I have no one on my block list on social media.
Period. That's gross.
Is it? Or is that petty? Because you're gonna see this. And my page is very public. So you don't have to go look from your friend page or your whoever page. You gonna see.
Period.
If you would like for us to answer your your question, comment, or concern, we'll have it down in the show notes in the description box on YouTube. Don't forget to follow us at Let Me Call Your Bestie on Instagram. And you can also follow me at Valerie Crab.
And I'm tucked in plain sight on Instagram.
Yeah, I think that's it for this episode, and we'll call y'all next week.
Ring, ring.
Bye.